this turns on, Jim?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And they can counter here. Vinicius Junior. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Chance, their first of the game. Rafinha plays it short. Oh, that's nice. A chance to play it in. And here's Vinicius Junior. Sambo Anguissa. Toko Akambi. Driving on and making good progress. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Sambo Anguissa knocks it out wide. And now the breakaway. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Calmly anticipates. He has found the way through. Rafinha! Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Umbuemo. Oh, well measured. It's Abubakar! Sambo Anguissa. Onkla played out towards the right wing. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Santos. Marquinhos. Santos. Estevão. Onkla. Sambo Anguissa. And back to the keeper they go. Onkla. Moved on forwards. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Vinicius Junior! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
Sambo Anguissa. Over to the left. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. And it's played forward. Santos. Nice physical challenge. Sambo Anguissa. Sambo Anguissa. Now he's got space. It's Abubakar! Fabinho. Estevão. He's shifting through the gears here. Plenty waiting in the middle. Sambo Anguissa. Baleba spread out to the left. So who's he picking out? And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Fabinho. Rema. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Toko Akambi. Baleba. Rafinha. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bueno. Santos does really well to win the ball there. Ondler forwards and with intent. Now it's Abubakar. Bueno looking to get on the end of this. Muscular approach does pay off here. Danilo. That's really well manoeuvred. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Esteval. Picks it up out wide. Santos. Played in, but oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Bruno Guimaraes. Rema. He played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Santos. Aim forwards. Aimed in towards the centre. And that's been well dealt with. Abubakar, oh, good spread. Bueno. Ondler. Baleba. Sambo Anguissa. And here's Abubakar. And he's running. He's had a shot! It's in! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Francois Abubakar, well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Cameroon break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Baleba. Toko Akambi. Brazil are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, I would think, Peter, that this team needs help from the experience within. That should help begin the recovery at least.
Cameroon going wide a lot more often now, Jim.
Yeah, they're looking to create space in and around that D by stretching the defence. Look out for a late arrival or two from midfield.
And it's Abubakar. Fabinho gently done. Vinicius Junior. Esteval. He is through here. Great chance!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Bueno. Oh, it's played into the area. Santos. Oh, good ball. Bruno Guimaraes. He's in a good... Vinicius Junior! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Bremer. Played towards the other side. Brazil needing to chase the game already. And it's played forward, played back in. Vinicius, it's Vinicius! Sambo Anguissa moved on forwards. Santos. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior, shapes to shoot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Santos. And he has been fouled there. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. And it's Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Lovely feet. Time to deliver. He's got away. That has found him in acres of space. A header! He scored! Brazil are back in business. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Rafinha. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's a foul, free kick's been given. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Zambo Anguissa. Mbuemo. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's really well manoeuvred. Toko Ekambi. Turns and goes back. Zambo Anguissa. Now it's Toko Ekambi. Baleba. Montler. Wins the duel this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of...
There's the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bremer cuts it out. Danilo. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Danilo. Santos. And here's Vinicius. It's Vinicius! Oh, another save. Toko Ekambi. That'll be a throw-in. Santos. Rafinha! And he comes up trumps again. They've played it short. There are a few waiting for it. Cleared away. It's gone for a throw-in. Played through for the wide man. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Cameroon, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Danilo. Toko Ekambi. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Moved on forwards. Danilo. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. It's Vinicius! Moncler. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Danilo. Now it's Toko Ekambi. Played into space out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Tries to get it clear. He is just caressing the ball. And it's played forward. Chance for a shot! Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Bremer, aim forwards. Rafinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rafinha looking for a runner. Cleared without complication. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Played out to the right. Moncler. Sambo Anguissa. Fabinho gets good distance on it. And he's managed to get free. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Out to the right. That's going to go a long way. Brazil have reclaimed it. Santos. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Vinicius Junior. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Santos. Marquinhos. Santos. Fabinho gently done. Maleba. Umbuemo. Moncler. Approaching the half-hour mark. It's a good-looking delivery. Rafinha given the lift of his goal. Danilo. Danilo battling down that right flank. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Purring through the gears. Bruno Guimaraes. Plenty to aim at here. Real chance! Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Header comes in! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Across it goes. And he's dealt with that well. Great work on the overlap.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
And it's Fabinho. Now who's going to be first to this? That's very neat. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Fabinho. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bruno Guimaraes. Danger averted for now. He's had a shot. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that has been clubbed away. That has been cut short. Danilo. Santos. Now it's Rafinha. Savo Anguissa. Moncler. Forward it goes. Umbuemo. Hit into the middle. Up he goes! Couldn't quite control it.
That's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos, who does have an assist to his name. And he's there to clear it. Santos. And the pass is intercepted. Savo Anguissa. It's just beyond his reach. Santos. Santos. That's a nicely shaped ball. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Rafinha. Fabinho. Fabinho chips it through. Shot, surely! Toko Ekambi. Toko Ekambi. Savo Anguissa. And here's Abubakar. It's Abubakar! And that wasn't far away.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Bremer. Danilo, and he goes cross-field. Onkler. Sambo Anguissa. Toko Ekambi. Toko Ekambi! He's got away with one there.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. Okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Mbuemo. And here it's Abubakar! That has been knocked clear. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Baleba. Bremer, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good spread. Toko Ekambi. Danilo. Bremer. Fabinho. Bremer. Santos. And that's aimed into the middle. That is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Clears it away. Abubakar goes on a run down the left wing. The less said about that pass, the better. Danilo. Bremer, played over towards the opposite flank. Santos. There's no flag. Can he deliver? Onkler. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's been slipped through. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha! Herring after the ball here. Toko Ekambi. That is a great pick out. He has a look up. And can he finish? Really well taken goal. And they get themselves in front.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay onside, Peter. That was really clever.
Cameroon go into the lead. Fabinho. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Santos. He's found the way through, and he shoots! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. One can get it clear. Toko Akambi. Can he get onto this? Toko Akambi. He's got away. Pressure stays on. It is a corner. Marquinhos tries to clear. Sambo Anguissa. It's run loose here. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, it is over the line. That's a throw. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos chooses to go cross-field. That's really well manoeuvred. Sambo Anguissa. And it's played forward. Toko Akambi gets flagged offside. Cleared away. Oh, a delicate chip through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Aim forwards. Baleba. Toko Akambi. Baleba. And here's Abubakar. They've got rid. Santos. Brazil do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Rafinha takes a shot! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Nice control. Fabinho gently done. Toko Ekambi. Now here's the delivery. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Montler. That's tidy. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Moved on forwards. Thinks one through. Can he latch on to this? Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Bremo. Bruno Guimaraes. Esteval. Santos. Danilo. Santos. And here's Vinicius Junior. It's Vinicius! What a terrific save from the keeper. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Brazil are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And we are back on the way.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Montler. Played out to the right. That's a cute ball. And he cuts out the supply. Montler. Sambo Anguissa. Sambo Anguissa. Showing good feet. Oh, shooting chance! And it's played forward. Do have a chance to counter here. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. And he thumps it clear. And here's Vinicius. Vinicius Junior! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Vinicius Junior certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Bueno. Montler looking to run onto it. Baleba. Sambo and Gisa. Header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And he's heaved it away. Sambo and Gisa. Baleba. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Sambo and Gisa! He's done very well to get to that.
Zambo Anguissa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that's a throw. Montclair. That is lovely. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Brazil, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Defending of the desperate variety. Toko Ekambi. Montclair. Looking for a decent ball in. Crossed into the middle. Santos. Santos, forwards and with intent. And the finish! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Toko Ekambi. Toko Ekambi. Baleba. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. He's going to be disappointed with that. Aim forwards. Mbuemo. That's really well manoeuvred. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. And it's played forward. Montclair. Moved on forwards. Mbuemo. Montclair. Aim forwards. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Vinicius Junior has got himself a free kick. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Onkla. Umbuemo. Fabinho did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rafinha. Danilo. Santos. Out to the right. Danilo picks it up now. A chance to... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now it's Rafinha. And it's played forward. So what can they make of this? Toko Ekambi goes pelting down that left-hand side. Very nicely done. Paleba. Rafinha. Here come Brazil on the counter. Tries to dink it through. Vinicius. Chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Danilo gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Danilo. Fabinho forwards and with intent. Santos. Esteval. And here's Vinicius. It's Vinicius! And again the keeper stands strong. Marquinhos have it back and can go again. Bremer. Esteval. And here's Rafinha. Applies the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Played out wide. Time to deliver. Played into the middle. Danilo. Sambo Anguissa. Sambo Anguissa. It's a delicate pass. And it's hoisted clear. They've won a corner. They've played it short. Chooses to go back. Sambo Anguissa laid out to the left flank. Onkla. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Marquinhos attempts a clearance. Oh, what a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Brazil can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Onkla. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Rafinha. pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nice looking ball. Caught offside that time.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Sambo Anguissa. Baleba. Toko Akambi. So who's he picking out? Can he finish? Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Marquinhos gets it away, and he's there to get it away. Santos. Fabinho. That's really well manoeuvred. Santos. And here's Vinicius Junior. That's good play. He's shifting, goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mbuemo going great guns here. He is through here. Crossing. He can get that clear. Bremer can get it clear. Out for a throw. Mbuemo, he is onto this. Out to the left it goes. Nicely shaped cross. Bremer clears it away. Santos. Oh, nice touch. Onkler. Oh, good spread. Sambo Anguissa. And here's Abubakar. Bremer laid out to the left flank. Played with finesse. Cuts out the pass. Onkler. Mbuemo receives it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. Danilo tries making a foray down the right. The ball is loose and the chase is Vinicius Junior! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Marquinhos makes the interception. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Fabinho. And here's Vinicius Junior, played out to the right. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Oh, good spread. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the counter is on. And that's put paid to a promising move. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Swings it across. Clears it away. Onkler, gently done. Sambo Anguissa. Now it's Toko Ekambi. He's away! Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's had a crack. It's a mighty effort! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Marquinhos shifted upfield. Santos. Brazil getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Now he's off and running. And it's Danilo. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Defending of the desperate variety. That's been repelled. That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Baleba. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Santos.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Sambo Anguissa. Baleba moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Toko Ekambi. Always onto this. Toko Ekambi. Oh, it's come loose. Zambo Anguissa. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Rafinha. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Serves up across. Toko Akambi. Zambo Anguissa. Baleba spread out to the left. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's a promising position. Played in by Oh, great header! Well, that was very necessary. Santos. Proves too strong. Over to the left. And he's got his cross in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Umbuemo. Driving on, a real charge here. Oh, Abubakar with a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Fabinho forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Out to the left it goes. Santos. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Up he goes! Oh, not the best of headers.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Aim forwards. Zambo Anguissa. That has found him in acres of space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Get a throw in. Fabinho. Ambitious ball here.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Zambo Anguissa. Moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Santos. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Brazil going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Vinicius tries a shot!
Well, there's no doubt that
Could be danger here! Ball comes in. Gets his head on it!
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That's really well manoeuvred. What a throw in. Baleba. In with the challenge.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bruno Guimaraes played out to the left flank.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net! And again they hit the front!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Marquinhos gently done. Santos. And he's managed to get free. Played in by Santos. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Toko Akambi gets it clear. And it's Fabinho. Cross goes in there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Tries a measured ball. Cross into the box. Gets good distance on it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the shot! He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
No way through, so back it comes. Baleba. Moncler. Sambo Anguissa. And here's Abubakar.
Cameroon surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He has found the way, climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. Bueno. Brazil are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Succumbs to the pressure.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Back in once more.
Cameroon clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Umbuemo carries the ball down the right. Toko Ekambi. Sambo Anguissa.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rafinha. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Plenty waiting in the middle. It's a loose ball. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Umbuemo making good progress on the right-hand side. Now it's Toko Ekambi! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Toko Ekambi really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Montler is the guilty party there. Shoots! And the ball's come loose here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's played forward. Umbuemo looking to get on the end of this. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Oh, that's neat. Can he find the finish? Santos. Fabinho. Bruno Guimaraes out to the right. Now that's well seen too.
Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Toko Ekambi. Rema. Bruno Guimaraes.
There's only one word for this, it's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
Santos. Brazil with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. And it's been taken short. Cross from Rafinha. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Rafinha. Decent chance! He's got it all! 20 minutes and we're all square again. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
His manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has has stamped his authority on this.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Onkler. Abubakar played out towards the right wing. Can he latch on to this?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mbuemo. Onkler. Mbuemo. Onkler. Sambo Anguissa. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Cuts out the pass. Sambo Anguissa. And it's played forward. Mbuemo providing an outlet on that flank. Cameroon to make one last surge forward. Onkler. Toko Ekambi spread out to the left. There's the shot! There will be 4 extra minutes. And here's Abubakar. It's Abubakar! Just a whisker away. Marquinhos, out to the left it goes. Onkler. Oh, it's come loose. The final seconds now. He's through here. Danger averted for now. Delivered across. Marquinhos attempts a clearance. Elects to cross. And he's heaved it away. Sambo Anguissa closing in on goal. Cameroon don't have many options and time is running out. Onkler, gently done. Oh, great chance! And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Santos. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bremer. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. He came in hard, very hard. And it's Abubakar. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Santos, Bruno Guimaraes. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Brazil cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Fabinho. Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. And he's there to get it away. Sando Anguissa. And that is a little undercooked. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes probing. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Senhoras e senhores, só é efetivo o mar nas áreas indicadas no mapa. Agradeço.